Alright everybody, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel. I'm coming out with you with another great system build list. As you see, I got it already up, so let's do this. Um, yes, this is on the Ryzen 7 Pro 4750G 8-core 16-thread. It is on the Radeon Vega chipset that's built into the APU. Just APUs are in, so y'all just keep that in mind. I'm kind of glad that AMD is trying to go ahead on and beef up their APUs because all on their first series, their second series, and their third series, they don't have that many APUs for those series lines out. So with this here, it's good to know that you got the 4000 series, the 4700s, the 4350s, and the 4650. I am glad that they got those thumping good, and the APUs are doing great and strong in the market. So, with that said, just keep in mind here is if you don't want to go ahead and purchase these parts, the PC Part Picker website ID is here. Just copy paste. It's gonna take you right to it, and you're gonna go ahead and see the list, and it's gonna go ahead and let y'all know where you can get these good parts for at a nice, good, low price. Now, keep in mind, some of these parts are on sale. Take advantage of sales. It helps you save money, and that's my whole thing. I'm giving it to these newcomers that's coming on their PC building. Is y'all can go ahead and save money. So when you got your builds out, you got did your shopping, you brought your parts, you put your rig together, you doing whatever you do with your system on the 8-core 16-thread processor. So if you're doing whatever you like to do with it, enjoy, because you build your system, you're happy with it, and you're loving it. So let's get on with this here. The components are the Ryzen 7 Pro 4750G 8 cores 16 thread. Just like I said, it is on the Radeon Vega APU chipset built inside the CPU. Keep in mind that I prefer for y'all to get these from AliExpress. It's going to take y'all about 3 to 5 months for it to come in. So if y'all got all that good patience like I do, I don't mind waiting because it's on and popping. And the CPU is coming in at $399.99. The motherboard is on the Gigabyte A520M Aros Elite. This is a great gaming board. The maximum memory of this gaming board is 128 gigabytes. Please go to gigabyte.com and put in the A520M Aros Elite. When you're in the search bar, it's going to go ahead and take you right to the specifications of the motherboard. And yes, they do have the chipsets for the 4000 series and the new 5000 series that is out now. So just keep that in mind. Now with this here, it don't have that little auto BIOS flash button on the motherboard. So please get you a flash drive and download your BIOS easy. If you have Ryzen 3000 series CPU, you can go ahead and put that in, update your BIOS, and you can go ahead and run the latest new chipset, the Renoir and the Vermeer CPUs on this motherboard. And this motherboard is coming in at $94.99. This is a great good motherboard. Just keep in mind, all 400 series and 500 series could only use the new CPUs, the Vermeer and the Renoirs. So just keep that in mind. To all the newcomers, make sure that you are up on the latest motherboard. If you do buy the 300 series motherboard, just keep in mind that you're going to be using the Ryzen first series, second series, and the third series CPUs on that board. That's the Matisse CPU, such as the Ryzen 5 3600 and the Ryzen 7 3700X and the Ryzen 9 3950. So just keep that in mind to make sure you update your BIOS when using the 300 series motherboard. Now moving right on to the air cooler. I love air coolers. I damn near air cool everything, and I love it. I love this company here by ID Cooling. You go to their website, idcooling.com. You can look at all their products from AIOs to case fans to air coolers. You will not go wrong with this company, and they have the TDP handleage max of how high the max of the TDP could go for the CPU on that, so you cannot go wrong with that. I am using the ID Cooling ST224 XT Basic in my build. That is on the Ryzen 5 3600. This CPU cooler is coming in at $29.99, and it's a damn good CPU cooler as well too. The memory is G-Skill Ripjaw V Series, 16 gigabyte dual kit at 3200 megahertz speed at $87.99. The hard drive storage space I'm using are Western Digital's. The M.2 is a 500 gigabyte. The Western Digital Blue SN550. It is coming in at $59.99. I am teaming it up with an SSD Western Digital Blue 500 gigabyte SSD. That is coming in also as well as $59.99. The case. And I'm getting into Fantex cases as well too. I think Fantex is a good case to use, as well as Rosewell, as well as Dark Flash. Those are 3 cases I'll be using, and as well as Deep Cool as well. Those are 4 cases I'm going to be using as well. Now when I find more cases and I find them on the retail stores, I will let y'all know. But right now, this Fantex case, you cannot go wrong with it. It is a mesh case, so you got all that good that being put in. And if you do your system fans right, where you got your push pull method, your pull push method, and you put cooler in, and the air can go ahead and release the air out and keep your system nice and cool, like my system is. I ain't got no overheating issues. Even though if I put it at max throttle, it still bears at 65 Celsius to 70 Celsius, and it don't go no higher than that. And I love it. So, with this Fantex Eclipse P300 mesh case, it is going in at $59.99. This is a great case, so don't sleep on it. The PSU I'm using is RS Game. I love this company. Their power supplies are dynamic. And this is the RS Game AGV 750 watt 80 plus Browns semi-modular, going for $59.99. Now if there are other semi-modulars and modulars, you go ahead and get the non-modular, and you do your cable runs and your cable tie downs right, your cable management great, you got no issues. Now the case fans I'm using, which I love them. Now the only 4 case fans I do use is basically 3 is GIM, Up Here, and now PC Cooler. This is the PC Cooler Moonlight 5-pack fan kit. Now with this PC Cooler fan kit, it goes 2 ways. You can use the 5-volt RGB header pin to control the fan with the motherboard colors, RGB colors, or you can use the remote. Either or. This is a great fan pack kit to use. It comes with 5 fans for under $60. The total of these fan kits are $59.99. You cannot go wrong with it. The grand total price of this build list is $913.91. Now keep in mind, when you go ahead and you put the web address IDN for the price for the build list, if you see them on sale, take advantage of it, and that's what I want y'all to do. Is take advantage of these good sales. You save a lot of money down the line, and then when the GPUs come out, you pick the GPUs you like to use for this build, and it's on the popping, baby. You cannot go wrong with it. Whether you go ahead and use the Radeon 6000 series, RX 6000 series, or you go ahead and use the RTX by NVIDIA 3000 series, NVIDIA RTX 20 series, NVIDIA GTX 1600 series. Whatever series you want to use on any graphic card, use it. It's up to you. When you put your graphic card, what are you using your graphic card for, and how that's going to go ahead and incorporate into your everyday PC life. Now, this is a great build list. As like I said before, I try to keep everything under $1,000. If I do a full out build, I try to keep that under $1,500. So, and I do have a full out build list for the 1151 motherboard series. And yes, keep in mind, everybody's saying that, oh, you're using the old motherboard. Just keep in mind that the Intel 9th Gen CPUs are still amongst the house in 2021 and beyond. If you don't believe me, go ahead on and do your research, and then go ahead and post your comments in my comment section below, because with these here build lists I do, you can't go wrong with it. Just like I said, I built these here for the newcomers that's coming into the world. People who already know how to build, you already know what you got to do. I know what I'm doing. I put it together. As you see, it's put together, and I do not go wrong with picking my parts for my build list. Some of y'all saying, oh, but he ain't showing nothing. No, I don't have to show y'all anything. I don't do the show and tell. Why I don't do the show and tell? Because I already know what to do. My systems are up and running. My cable management is on point. I want my newcomers to enjoy their systems, build their system, get into PC building. This is why I encourage all newcomers to get into PC building, get into being a creator, get into streaming, get into gaming. Whatever you love to do, if you owning a business, if you want the fastest, best PC to render everything fast, quick, and boom, popping, bam, and stomping, I want y'all to be happy. I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Go ahead and hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe to my channel. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. I love y'all. Y'all take it easy. Mwah.